All right, look at the chart. Listen to that tasty cupcake for your ears. Just like that. That's triad number 12, major triad number 12. There's a playlist linked at the end of this video, all 12 triad shapes. Now, real quick, before we go over the chart, and these are all consistent in every video, and it's like your encyclopedia triads. I showed this to my neighbor down the street, a guy named Bruce, beginning guitar player. And I've been bringing him up a lot in here because, I get to show him this stuff. He's having these light bulb moments. But one thing he pointed out to me, and I don't know why teachers don't tell us this. I have no idea, triads in general, but he says, that looks like a shape I know. And I'm like, oh, is it this one? And I moved it down. He's like, yes, it's the D open chord, right? I'm like, yes, but comes from the cage system. That's that D shape. But in this case, we're playing what's called a 5-13 triad. And I said, I don't know, Bruce, why teachers don't show that to you, but that's my whole goal on this channel, is to show you everything I wasn't showing. It would have helped me so much, because triads are the glue, the bones, the spine of everything. Okay, so on the chart on the top left, let's just go over this real quick. 5-1-13, 5-1-3, 5-13 is a second inversion triad, okay? All that means, if you look up here on the 12th fret on that G string, that means we put the G as the lowest fundamental note. It goes G, C, E, G, C, E, okay? So we have to pick the key, so we're playing G, C, E. Now, this is on the G, B, high, A string set. So on the far left down here, you see a red box. Call that the Eddie box, because it's another friend of mine that plays guitar. And he told me I got to put that box around there to make it easy for you to understand. There's so much musical language. So that's just referring to what strings. If you look what strings we're on the G, B, high, E string. Now we're playing a G, C, E. That is the triad. Second inversion again, because G is the lowest fundamental note. Okay? There's 1 3 5s, there's 3 51s, and this is the 4th 5-13, second inversion. Okay, most important part of this, you see where the 1 is? Okay, knowing where your 1 or your root is the most important thing. Why? Because it allows you to move that shape, and that's another thing you gotta really burn in your brain. These are shapes. Anywhere you move it, like if I keep the shape the same on the same string set, if I go down here, all I gotta know is, okay, the root is on the B string, or the 1. 1 and root are the same thing. It's on the top left of this chart in red. I'm like, oh, that's an A, so I must be playing an A second inversion triad, an A 5-13. And of course, that's exactly what I'm doing, okay? So as long as you know where the root is, you can move it to any key. We've stayed consistent. These are all in the key of C major. I'll do all 12 minor triads as C minor triads, just to keep them around the general ballpark area for you to make that connection. Okay, so again, like I said, on the top left of that chart, you see where it says the R or root note is the same thing as the 1. Because some people, believe it or not, just get lost in the language of music. They don't realize the root is the 1. So there's a second page in the ebook linked below in my Dropbox. Grab it. It's linked in the description area, okay? That's where you get it. But that's the same thing, okay? Now on the bottom left, because you know me, I love to cram music theory into that beautiful head of yours, all right? A triad is made up of the 1st, 3rd, and 5th note from the major scale. Major scale is the blueprint for everything. Okay. So if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, obviously being octaves, C to C, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. If I go C is the 1, and I go 2, don't do the 3, E, then go 4, and then 5, 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5, C, E, G, C. So that's how we make the triad. That's where we pull it from to compose it, to create it, to give it life, okay? So, now also, bottom right of this chart, and there's a little descriptor on the bottom left. So you see where it says the 5 to the 1? That's an interval, okay? You stack a couple of intervals and you get a triad. So, because there's 3 notes, right? So the 5 to the root, or the 1, because the root and the 1 are the same, that is a perfect 4th interval. Okay, and then when you go from the root, or the 1, to the 3, that is a major 3rd. So you stack those together. There's your 5-13 second inversion triad. Okay, you got it. Now, let's do a little playing exercise, all right? So to make this fun, I think a great thing to do would be for you to go from this C second inversion triad on this string set to the bar chord, okay? So see if you can go back and forth like this. Don't even try and strum the strings yet. Just get that shape going. This is like a great practice. There's so many good solid practices you can do, okay? Triads, though, I use every single day in every single playing situation, in production, recording, in my bands, in my acoustic duo, in my rock band, by myself. That's just why I'm so like, I just love hammering triads home for you, all of you, okay? Especially for you. Okay, so watch this. Now add it in. 5-13 to the bar chord. 5-13 to the bar chord. 5-13 to the bar chord, okay? This is just C to C. Okay, now what you need to do is watch the playlist at the end, because I think it's the second triad I did in the whole playlist. A 1-3-5 that's inside of the bar chord. See if you can add that in. And here's why you want to know this stuff. I'm just trying to show you the why. Okay, so watch. Like it'll loop. In case you're wondering, there's the shape I'm doing inside of the bar chord. That's actually one of my favorite triad shapes. That one is just so usable because you can get so percussive with it. This one's really cool too on this string set. The 5-13, all the triads on the GB high string. I really love them. They're great for, like, if you want that higher end sound. Like, let's say you're in a really dense mix and you want to kind of, if you want to do like a little intro or a breakdown or a bridge, think like a songwriter. Watch. To the bar chord, to the intro or the breakdown. Okay, so you see all I'm doing there is I took something really simple. There was nothing but just C's in there, okay? This one I just showed you, C 5-13 on the GB high E string set, or C second inversion. 5-13, second inversion, you're saying the same thing. See, I'm trying to hit it from all angles for you. Bar chord to the 1-3-5 inside the bar chord, okay? So what you can do is maybe take this shape and let's move it. Let's see if we can just real quick and we'll wrap this up. And I'm super psyched. You've got all 12 of these and I made one chart for every video. Watch the whole playlist. Go back to it. Burn it in your brain. What if we tried to do this shape? So this is C. What if we did the 5? What's the 5 chord in the key of C? G. You were right. So here's G, okay? And then what if we did the C bar chord? I'm just showing you how to make music now. This is just a framework, okay? So then there's the G to the 1-3-5 and the G. So I'm thinking, let's see. That's kind of cool. Look at that. So C second inversion to C bar chord. Just, you can slow this down, you know that, by the way, or pause it and stare at my hands and I will transport you to another dimension. So here's the G, okay? Because that's a G right there, right? So remember, know where the root is, the 1, and then from there to there. Look at that, look at how, what a great practice that is. What a great warm-up. Get that little drummer going. What did I do there? Just a quick breakdown. I did the triad shape you see right here on the screen. C, second inversion, C bar chord. Then I went to C 1-3-5. 1-3-5 just means root 3-5, C, E, G. Love that shape, that little angular shape. So pretty. You're so beautiful, little 1-3-5. Back to the bar chord, and then this triad, right? Shape, but same shape, look, whoop, whoop. But I got the root, and I'm playing G second inversion to the G bar chord, and then G bar chord to the G 1-3-5. So again, what if we arpeggiated the GB high E string set and then we added a little mojo into the other parts of the watch? See, I might shank this. Again. Okay, before we wrap it up, check this out. Now, let's think about this. Let's put some thought into this. Those that have already left this video will never achieve guitar greatness. No, they really won't. You gotta have an attention span and a work ethic, or you gotta be able to put in the put in the work, put in the reps, okay? What if we, if you start arpeggiating this, okay, you gotta really tighten up your attack. So you see all these, like, so many moves are going on leading to great rhythm playing, and rhythm is king, rhythm is queen. Always, I say that in every video. So watch. When I go from here, I have to be really precise about hitting the G, B, high E. But when I go here, hitting that whole all 6 strings for the barcode. When I go to this triad shape, I'm getting my thumb over, I'm muting out the E and A, and I'm hitting the 1, 3, 5, and then. Okay, so here's what I want you to do. Take this little shape I gave you here today, maybe string together a 3-chord progression just using that shape till you move it. Maybe do the C. I just showed you the G, so maybe we do the F for the 4 chord. So back to G, C, to G, to the F, to the G, and then to the bar chords. Actually, that time I went C, F, G, didn't I? But that's what music is. That's what having fun is. Get rid of your pick like that. Don't throw it across the room, but finger pick it. Get crib. I do this stuff all day, every day. I just keep mixing it up. All right, I've said enough. Drop a comment, drop a question. You guys, let's keep this thing rolling. Keep coming back. Please share this playlist because this is like an encyclopedia playlist. I put a ton of work into making these charts for you. Grab it, linked below. If you can't find it, hit me up. I'll send you the link, but you'll find it. All right, drop jellyfish or your favorite sea creature in the comments. Oh, and where are you watching from? Our Team Jellyfish is all over the world. We win again, don't we? So let's keep this thing rolling. Like I said, having fun. Tons of fun guitar content coming on here. Gonna start the little video podcast thing. That's gonna be fun. And that's it. I will see you in the next video. Don't stop, because only you can stop you, and you're just not gonna stop. We're gonna keep it going. Peace.